Let's make you a little bit more money. Stay tuned. Babysitters, welcome back to another video. It is Lydia. Thanks for joining me. In today's video, we're going to talk about services that you can expand on and start offering to the families that you already babysit for, so that you can make yourself a little bit more money. You're already babysitting for these families. You're a trusted babysitter of theirs. You're babysitting for them often. The next service you want to offer or expand on is group babysitting. Now, group babysitting is the same thing as babysitting. It is just you're babysitting a group of kids under one household that are from different families. So a lot of my families that I work for are friends with each other. Their kids get along and they play on the weekends and they know each other. So I started offering group babysitting, which is basically everybody's kids under one roof and they all get to go out and do what they're doing. So usually this is around like holiday season, holiday parties. I've had families go out for brunch in the morning on Sundays. I've done when they went out and did dinner parties at somebody else's house while the kids came and stayed at a different house. So group babysitting is a great way to make more money within the same time that you would be babysitting. So, and it's a great incentive for the families to use you all at once because it's a discounted rate for them. Now, let me explain. So say you make $15 an hour for one family and you're babysitting for 6 hours. That is a $90 babysitting gig. Now, instead of just babysitting for that family, when you know there's other families needing a babysitter because they're all going to the same place, offer that you're willing to do a group babysitting at a discounted rate. This is an incentive for the families to use you other than other babysitters going out and finding their own babysitters. So let's say you give them a discount, right? You discount it $5. So now you're charging $10 an hour during a group babysitting, and you have, let's say, 3 families under the roof. Now you're charging $10 an hour per family. So that's $30 an hour. $30 an hour times 6 hours is $180. Now you have just doubled your income by discounting your rate and accepting more families. That group babysitting can be a moneymaker for you if you do it often and these families already trust you. They all know where their children are. They know that they're being entertained by each other. They know that they can all go out and relax and they don't have to worry about using a sitter they've never used before or finding a new sitter, or when the event is coming up, they don't have to worry about this sitter falling through. So it is a great service to offer if you already babysit, just basically accepting more kids. Of course, you need to have your max. You have to have a limit of kids that you're willing to work with. My limit is 10. I don't work with anybody any more than 10 kids at one time. And then obviously if they're infants, there's a certain ratio and whatnot for myself that I've put in place. And all my families know that. But group babysitting is a great way to make extra money. The next one would be overnights and traveling with families. So overnight and traveling with families would be for those who are not in school, obviously, and are comfortable with doing these tasks, right? So overnights would be it's different for everybody. It's different depending on the child's age and how often they get up, but usually it's an overnight fee, and then during the day it's hourly. Same with travel. So during the day it's hourly, overnight is a fee, a set fee. So with travel and overnight, you need to make sure expectations are set very clear, are very known by both parties, what your expectations are of the family and what their expectations are of you. If there's any off hours while you're traveling that you can go and spend your own time by yourself where you're not on the clock. Traveling and overnights are very tricky. I did do a video on this, so I'll leave that in the description below so you could check it out because I go into more detail about it over there. But it would be an hourly during the day, and then once it hits nighttime, it would be a flat fee, and then hourly again in the morning. The next service that you can offer is tutoring. If you feel confident in your skills, whether it be your math skills, reading, whatever it is, if you feel confident enough to tutor a younger child in elementary school, go for it. I know a lot of families who look for that, especially in the beginning of the school year, to make sure that, well, during the summer and the beginning of the school year, to make sure that their kids haven't forgotten anything in the past year, and they're not behind going into this next year. So tutoring services are always a great option. Again, that would be more hourly. You would just charge hourly for that. And making sure that they know that you're offering that. Another service you can offer to make a little bit more money is pet sitting. These pets are already familiar with you because you are in the house often babysitting the kids, so they know you and they're comfortable with you. Most of your families will probably take you up on this if they go travel and they don't already have a doggy daycare that they send their dogs to, because they know that their dog is going to be comfortable with you. They're more willing to let you in the house and let them out back, have them come back in. So pet sitting is a great one. The way you can charge for that is most of the time it's a daily fee, but you need to be clear about what your responsibilities are within the day. So if it's a dog that you're watching, how many times does it need to be walked, or does it just need to be let out in the backyard to go to the bathroom? Do you feed it? Some of my clients only feed their dog once a day. Do you feed it once a day, twice a day? I mean, do they need comfort time? Do you need to go sit at the house and just be with them for a little bit? Just be really clear about what they want done in that day, and then price it off of those responsibilities. Another service you can offer that goes right along with pet sitting is house sitting. Again, these families trust you, you're trustworthy, and they would rather have you than some stranger. So having you be there doing whatever they need you to do, whether that be taking in the mail and just making sure it looks like somebody's home while they're out of town. So house sitting is a great one. Again, that would be more of a daily fee. Again, making sure that your responsibilities are outlined and clear. Moving on to the next one is lifeguarding private pool parties. So you need to be lifeguard certified. This is not I'll just watch kids in a pool without a certification. You need to be lifeguard certified if you're going to offer that service. However, if you're ready to invest in that, it can make you good money. This would be charged hourly, just like you do babysitting, but I would put a minimum of hours on it. So for example, I'm just throwing a number out, $10 an hour, minimum of 3 hours, right? So they could have a party for only 2 hours, but would have to pay that minimum of 3 hour fee. Or they could have a party for 6 hours or 8 hours. Like, it's up to them, but there's a minimum so that you're still making it worth your time. Now, lifeguarding private pool parties, it's more of a summer gig. Obviously, nobody's going to be having a pool party midwinter. So this could be a seasonal thing that you offer, but making sure that you're advertising this before summer hits so that people understand this is something that you offer. It is truly an important piece that somebody outside of the party is watching the kids in the pool. I've had many families, many clients talk to me about how it is so uncomfortable for them as a party attendee, not the host. They're attending a party, their kid can swim, but that does not mean that they want to take their eyes off of them. They now can't enjoy the party, they can't mingle, they actually have to watch their kid in the pool, which is not something they always want to do. As a parent, you have one child, you're in charge of that child. It is hard to step in and tell another child to stop splashing or stop trying to drown my kid. I've had a lot of parents say, it doesn't feel like my place to tell them that, right? Now, if there's a lifeguard there, for an example, if I'm there, I am literally hired to tell kids to knock it off, right? Stop splashing, stop jumping on him, stop pulling him down under the water. I'm there to set rules in place to make sure nobody is being a bully in the pool, right? That way, other family members or other parents don't have to step in when it doesn't feel like their place. I've had a lot of families say that their kid has almost drowned at pool parties, even though that they can swim, because nobody's watching them. Everybody goes to a pool party, oh, somebody's got their eyes on the pool, so I don't need to. And if everybody has that mindset, then nobody's watching the pool. So explaining that to your clients will really help you sell that they need a lifeguard for their private pool parties. I have a client who's been hiring a lifeguard, a private lifeguard for their pool parties ever since their son was 2, I believe. And he's close to 10 or 12. So they've been doing it for a while, and they said that it saved their parties every time. All the parents come up to the host and always say, like, this is such a great idea. This has kind of made me relax a little bit, knowing that somebody who's certified is watching the pool and watching my child. So lifeguarding services. Make sure you're advertising early enough. It's probably going to be a seasonal gig, and charge hourly with a minimum hour rate. Another service you are able to offer is swim lessons. Again, this one you're going to have to be certified for, so the initial fee is going to be a little bit of an investment, but making sure that you are certified is truly important. So you can go through Red Cross or the ISR and get certified to teach swim lessons if that's something that you want to do during the summer or during spring break, or if you're not in school at all, it's something that you can offer and do. Now, the charge for that, I know people charge differently for that. Some charge, well, no, it's hourly. It's charged hourly. And then depending on you and your schedule and what the child needs, if it's 2 days a week, 3 days a week, if it's every day, maybe it's once a week just for a refresher, that's kind of up to you and the family to decide what the child needs, really. So making sure that you're certified is important, again, but that is a great thing to offer. In a majority of these services that you offer, you need to be CPR certified. You're working with children in different ways, yes, but still you're dealing with their lives and should be CPR certified and know what you're doing. If you're teaching swim lessons or you're lifeguarding private pool parties, they're going to make you learn CPR anyways. So just go ahead and get it done for all of the services that you're going to be offering. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope I sparked some ideas, some creativity on other ways that you can make money as a babysitter. Expand your services, expand what you offer to the families that you already work for so that you can get a little bit more money in that pocket of yours. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.